Hello, welcome to this tutorial for the Elementi 2015 software. In this video, I'm going to show you how to utilize the widgets in the Calendars folder of the Elementi 2015 library. In this example, I'm going to be using a calendar from Google Calendar, but you can use any service that exports the data as an ICS file. So Google Calendar will work, Microsoft Outlook will work, Domino, and there's various other services. But as long as the data comes out as an ICS file, you'll be able to utilize the widgets in the Calendars folder. So I'm going to create a new project here by right-clicking in the white space of my Projects tab in the Browse panel. And this all looks good, so I'll click OK. Double-click on my project folder. And then I'm going to create a new layout by right-clicking in the white space. And I'm going to name this Calendar Layout. And all of these parameters look good, so I'll click OK. And I'm going to add this calendar layout as a layer to my index. Make that fit the screen. And then double-click on this layer on the right side. And now I can edit the layers in this calendar layout. So now I'm going to come back to Google Calendar. And I've already got the address set up here, but let me go back. This is the calendar here, just some basic calendar events. But once you've set up the calendar in Google Calendar with your events, you click on this drop-down menu and go to Calendar Settings. You're going to want this calendar address when you click on iCal. Now the one thing to keep in mind too is that it needs to end in public/basic.ics. This is to show that your calendar is public. If your calendar is not public, you can go to Share this calendar, and then just make sure that this setting is checkmarked up here. Make this calendar public. So back into Calendar Details, we're going to click on this iCal button and copy this link address. Then we're going to come back into Elementi, keep that copied link in our clipboard. And if I go to the library, I'm going to use the table.svg, drag it over and add it as a layer. Right click and fit the screen. So this table.svg will show multiple items at once. So currently it's showing 3 items at a time. You can reconfigure this by changing the numbers in the number of rows and number of columns parameters. So I could change this to 2, for instance, and this will now show 2 items at a time. Then I'm going to go to the data source and double click on this address, and in the data feed properties window I'm going to take the address that's in the URI text box and I'm going to replace it by pasting in the one that I got from Google Calendar. Now when I click OK, I should start seeing my information here. So yep, I've got my sales meeting and my dinner with a potential customer. Now the next thing I'm going to do is adjust the ICS parser. When I double click on the data source, in the data feed properties, you can click on the ICS parser and change the from and to dates. Now what this does is it filters out the data that's in the ICS file to a range of time. So right now it's currently set to start today and last for a day. So it's actually just showing today's information. Generally I like to just use relative for both options. And I can start with now, which will actually filter out anything that's already expired. So, and relative, I'm going to set it to, let's do tomorrow. So now it'll show everything from this current moment to tomorrow. When I click OK, now I have the sales presentation tomorrow at 10 a.m. and a lunch and learn at 12:30 p.m. So now the 2 events that we saw that were occurring on the 3rd have now disappeared because they've already happened. So thank you very much for watching this video.